What's up, motivators? Welcome back to Pure Bullfit. It's Kevin. Got a brand new video for you today, but it's not the one I thought I was going to be making. You see, I thought I was going to be talking about fat acceptance movement, obesity in this country, fat shaming, the truths, the bullshit on both sides of the argument, having a real honest conversation about it. But every once in a while, some just rank BS scrolls across view and you feel compelled to address it. And that's how I feel about this. Jim Stoppani is going to teach us how to 1 rep max.
Your love is rated X. That means you're extraordinary.
Did anybody else see that? There was 3 plates on one side of the bar and 4 plates on the other. You think with the backing of bodybuilding.com or his pedigree, he would have noticed or understood that's not how you load a bar. Maybe it was an artistic choice. Or maybe he's just really that stupid. Let's watch and find out. Dr. Jim Stoppani, or as I like to call him, Dr. Just Stop Already. Here we have a guy who's got a PhD in exercise physiology who doesn't apparently know his ass from a hole in the ground and couldn't find it with 2 hands and a roadmap. Now, I am a great respecter of expertise. When someone spends time, energy, years learning a subject, whether it's a broad series of subjects or a narrow scope, we should listen to what they have to say, unless that person has repeatedly demonstrated that they are willing to lie to your face to steal your money. And that's what I feel Jim Stoppani has done. He can't be trusted, in my opinion, because he lies all the time. This is a man that claims that he walks around at 4% body fat, despite all visual evidence to the contrary. He's also a person that claims that in his, 12-week program, that millions of people have put on 10 to 20 pounds of muscle mass in that time. It is simply not possible for that many people in that time frame to have those results, even if they were all using performance-enhancing drugs. It is demonstratively a lie. And it is just one of the crazy lies that comes out of this man's mouth. So when I saw a video come across my feed stating that he was going to teach us how to 1 rep max, I had to find out for myself.
One of the biggest problems most people make when max rep testing is they overshoot. And by that, I don't mean the weight, but I mean they do too many reps. They end up fatiguing themselves, and then you don't get a real true reading of what their true max is because...
All right, Jim, I'm with you so far. Fatigue has the possibility of preventing you from performing a true 1 rep max, reaching your true potential. Okay, all right, a broke clock is right twice a day. Let's see how you screw this up.
Now, I've already tested my 1 rep max strength for the Countdown the Strength Challenge. Plus, I'm recovering from a knee injury still. So today, Mike Mack is stepping in to do the lifting while I walk you through the process.
Well, ain't that convenient? I guess we'll just let Mr. Mack do it.
We're testing our 1 rep max strength on the squat here, but this applies literally to any other exercise. It's the same procedure, the same stepwise process.
Now, I don't want to spoil this for anybody, but you should absolutely not use this protocol for all exercises.
Now, before you even get over to the squat rack, you want to do a general warm-up.
Hey, we're 2 for 2. That's 2 consecutive points in a row that you didn't get technically wrong. You should absolutely warm up. So how should we do that?
Maybe 5 to 10 minutes on a treadmill or a bike, or you can do some HIIT or...
Well, that didn't take long. HIIT training. You should do HIIT training. You should do training that is designed to fatigue you, that is high intensity training. You should do HIIT training right before you go into 1 rep max because fatigue is the biggest problem that you have. You should do one of the most fatiguing styles of exercise because you're worried about fatigue stopping you from getting your true 1 rep max potential. Yeah, that's fucking brilliant. All right, let's move past that point. Maybe he doesn't know what HIIT means. There's a fair chance because there's an awful lot that this man apparently doesn't know about fitness. Okay, so we're back on track. We're gonna warm up gradually. Even if you did do this HIIT routine, maybe you took 5 minutes, you recovered a little bit. All right. We're gonna gradually increase the weight towards a reasonable and safe execution of a 1 rep max. All right, I've got faith. No, I don't.
What I typically recommend is even on a lightweight with 135, you really don't want to do too many reps. Remember, we're doing a 1 rep max strength test here. So there's no point in banging out 10 reps, even though he could probably do at least 50 with this weight. So 3 to 5 reps is really all you need, if even that. Even 2 to 3 will be fine.
3 to 5 reps for your very first warm-up set? That seems a little light for anybody, but I don't know. Maybe we're going to roll right into the subsequent warm-up sets, chain them close together, therefore making sure that we wake up our CNS, start recruiting those extra motor neurons, and really, grease the groove. Maybe, no, that's probably not it, is it?
Now, what do you think your max is going to be?
For today, probably about
500 or so?
Sure, of course.
How much?
Maybe about 325.
Yeah, so Mike as well is recovering from some injuries as well. So both of us are actually using this strength challenge to sort of bring back our strength as we recover from our injuries. So we're as excited about it as the rest of the gym army to get going on this program. So he's probably shooting for somewhere over 300. So what we want to do now is think about what weight we're going to increase next.
Now, all jokes aside, this is a point of considerable concern for me because it's injury that's preventing Dr. Jim Stoppani from demonstrating this protocol for us, but the person that he is recruited to demonstrate it for us is also injured. And he's injured in one of the places that is most commonly aggravated by the low bar squat, which is what he's performing here. So the first thing that Jim does is make jokes about him squatting 500 pounds. That seems a little bit fishy. He may have been joking, and I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt here, but it feels like he was trying to pressure the guy into going past what he was comfortable doing in order to make the best impression on the 4 million viewers that are supposedly subscribed to this channel and this program. The guy said he had 325 in the tank. Let's see what Jim does with that.
So going up to over 300, probably over 315. That's going to be 3 plates. We'll jump up to now 225 for the next one. And again, only 2 to 3 reps.
So the guy said 325, you're saying somewhere over 300, maybe 315 range, and your next jump is a 90-pound increase? Do you need a dictionary? Here.
So even though the 135 wasn't a challenge for him, he still wants to rest about 2 to 3 minutes before jumping into the 225.
And a 2-minute rest, a 2 to 3 minute rest after he did 3 reps with his opening warm-up set? I got news for you. He's cold. He's not warm anymore. This is actively terrible advice. Yes, you don't want to do too much. There is a threshold at which you would fatigue yourself, but you do need to be warm. You want blood in the muscles. You want synovial fluid in the joints. You want your motor neurons activated. You want your CNS awake. And your 6 reps that you have done so far are not going to accomplish that. Nowhere close. This protocol is risky, particularly for beginners. The person that he has here, even though he's suffering from an injury, has some years of experience. It's clear. But even all of those years of experience are causing already, within the first 7 reps, inconsistency in form and breakdown. How the fuck is that a good idea?
Now, here's the point where we say, do we want to jump right up to 3 plates or do we want to give him another warm-up? And since, how much do you think you're going to go over 315?
About, as far as reps,
350 or so? What do you think you can get?
probably 345.
340, so it's around 350. So the fact that he'll be able to go over the 315 limit means I'm going to move him up to 315 on this next one, but here we're only going to do 1 rep.
Well, he originally said 325, and whether or not he's capable of more than that, a responsible coach would work him up to that point, what he expected, what he estimated he'd be able to do, and then work from there, not just ignore it, take it as a suggestion, and blow by the input of an injured man who's doing him a favor by being on his video to begin with.
Nice, really easy. So that went pretty easy. So 315, so I'm guessing you probably could do 365.
Guess is damn right, because you clearly have no idea. His first guess, knowing his body, how his back is feeling, his level of skill and aptitude, he originally said 325. You ignored that. When he said 345, you added 5 pounds onto that automatically and ignored that to go to 365. I don't feel like you have his best interest at heart. I think that you, in addition to being a terrible salesman, are a terrible coach. And we're going to wrap up the trifecta in terrible person if this guy gets hurt on your watch.
All right, so after a 3-4 minute rest here, now that the weight is getting heavier, you want to make sure that you're resting adequately in between your attempts. Even though these are warm up, as I said, he's getting heavier in the weight, and I don't want to fatigue the muscle mass because that's going to limit his true 1 rep max strength, and we really want to get a good reading on what his true 1 rep max strength is. So 3 to 4 minutes of rest, and we're going to attempt 1 rep max with 365. Let's do it. Come on. I got this. Nice.
While technically a successful lift, we can already see clear signs that his form is breaking down. That, coupled with the knowledge that he has a back injury, should be a point of concern. His range of motion is several inches higher. At the top of the rep, the bar explodes off his back and comes back down. And now, as a person with lumbar spine issues, I can tell you that has a significant chance of aggravating herniated, bulging, or even, God forbid, ruptured discs in your lumbar spine. So to see those elements of form rapidly being abandoned on our, 8th rep so far, gives me sincere concern for this man's health in the hands of Jim Stoppani.
365 was fairly easy. How much do you think you can go? Do you think you can go up to 405 or maybe?
Of course we're going to jump to 405. Why are we jumping to 405? Not to teach anybody anything, but you need him to have a respectable amount of weight on the bar so that you can have the credibility that you crave and desire moving into this program that you're trying to sell people based off of promotions like this.
This is lightweight. Remember when you used to rep this? Let's go. Come on! Yeah!
That was a failed rep. That was too high. And where the hell were the safety precautions? If this was supposedly a true 1 rep max for this individual, why are we using steel plates and no safety bars, no spotters, no monolith, no system by which to make sure that a person who has already disclosed to you that they have a back injury is safe? Why aren't they there? Because Jim cares more about getting his shot than he does about Mr. Mack, and a hell of a lot more than he cares about you. This is not a responsible person. If you want safe and effective methods to test out your 1 rep max, I've linked several below, because this ain't it. This was a commercial. And I can hear it now. I can hear you Jim Bro supplement sycophants jamming away at your keyboards telling me I'm just jealous because I can't squat 405. I guess it wasn't that. Maybe I'm jealous of his hair. Look, guys, I don't think I get everything right. I certainly don't know everything. But there's a huge difference between being wrong and having repeatedly demonstrated yourself to be a person perfectly willing to deceive others for your own personal gain. And that is exactly what Jim Stoppani has done. This is just another instance of him slapping some bullshit together in order to convince you of credibility that he doesn't have, of a knowledge base that he is not executing on, so that you will buy his product, which are, by the way, exorbitantly overpriced. Don't even get me started on his pre, intra, and post-workout BCAAs, which you don't even need. But these products run between $38 and $50 for 30 servings each. And he's going to tell you that you need each of them in order to get the most results. If you've got adequate protein intake, you don't need any of them at all. I do not believe that Dr. Jim Stoppani's hands is a good place to put your faith, let alone your health. And that is why he is pure bullfit's bullshit of the week. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and smash like. If you want to see more of this content, as always, hit subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.